Thanks for joining us in this edition of National Focus. I am Prisca Julien. In the headlines, over 400,000 for small business in Colihaut, Ministry of Education promotes reading for better performance, and Dominica Police Force extends community engagement. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
When you think about it, food is life. That's why people come to Dominica. They don't only come for the waterfall or the scenery or the views, but it's the flavor. Sometimes it is just what they can taste. The flavors that we have here, you can't find anywhere in the world. They are truly unique. I've been in business 17 years, and I see so many guests come and go. My business is to put a smile on their face and something good in their belly. Everything we serve here is local. It comes from all over Dominica. So we get fresh lettuce, or vegetable, or fish from Saint-Sauveur, all our product from the farm. Sometimes go on the farm and have them pick. The uniqueness of the experience is in how authentic it is. I heard the taxi driver promoting my plantain chips. I said, that's the best plantain chips I ever have. I don't have to go and put on TV. Money is not everything, but leaving customer with a smile, friendly service, and they will come back. This is the real Dominica. I'm just proud to be a part of it. My name is Maurice Smith. They call me Rudy. Tourism is my business.
Thanks for staying with us. Entrepreneurs of the Colihaut constituency have received financial support following the small business training recently conducted. On Friday, the Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Colihaut constituency, Lady Catherine Daniel, handed over to the Village Council checks for distribution in total of $450,000. This amount is in addition to $394,000 previously disbursed in the month of June.
Prior to January, we had already delivered to the constituency, Bioche Dubla Colihaut, an amount of $150,000 in small business. Today we are delivering $450,000. For the month of June alone, we'll be distributing $677,903 to the community. In the month of June alone, on the 1st of June, we gave checks of $394,000.
The Honorable MP urged the recipients to make good of the small business training preceding this financial support as a guide for utilizing funds wisely.
We want to admonish you from the training that you have received that you utilize your money in that way.
She explained that every applicant would not be receiving from the funds handed over, as the intention is to only give a participant the full amount which may sufficiently assist the business rather than a percentage of the required amount which may not be effective.
You will find today not everybody who was there who could get, because you do not want to give a person $1,000 when they need $5 for business. It wouldn't work. So we had to go through, look at it, see, for example, in the Bioche case, see existing business and people who just want to top up or want to fix up their place better.
In more news, Honorable Minister for Information, Science, Telecommunications and Technology, Kelva Daru, is urging Dominica's youth to play a more active role in volunteerism. GIS's Kadisha St. Louis has more details.
The Honorable Minister, who was addressing the 12th Annual Youth Awards held by the National Youth Council on Saturday, emphasized the importance of volunteerism.
I also want to challenge the National Youth Council Executive and also the District Youth Councils to continue to engage in volunteerism projects across the country. Back in 2007, we had taken a decision that on a quarterly basis, we would engage in a community-based project in a community across the country, and we started this. And what it allowed us to do as an executive, as a council, and as young people, was not only to socialize, but to give back to our respective communities in a positive and voluntary way. And volunteerism has to continue to be a trait that every young person has to continue to bring out. It has to be this way.
He remarked that the NYC also has a large national responsibility of addressing the concerns of all facets of Dominica's youth.
The NYC has to cater to every young person, irrespective of your political inclinations, your religious belief, your education background, irrespective of all of these factors. The National Youth Council has to reach out to young people, particularly all young people who are deprived, particularly young people who may be going through situations where they have no control and they need someone to talk to. They need a shoulder to lean on. We have a responsibility as a nation and as young people to look out for these young people and to ensure we catch them and we capture them and we provide a safety net for getting them back on track. Because ultimately, our young people is one of the most important resources that we can have as a country. And if we lose our young people, the future of our country, it will be at stake.
The Honorable Minister had this call to the NYC members.
Go out there in the nooks and crannies of the communities across the country and find out and get these young people that we've lost. Bring them back on track. Find programs that will enable them to see that their lives are still valuable and they are still worth it. Because I've always said that we should never give up on our young people. Yes, some of them will disappoint us, but it doesn't mean we have to give up on them. If they failed once, we give them another opportunity. If they fail again, we still give them another opportunity. Because during that period of time, particularly during the teenage years and the early 20s, you can well imagine some of the challenges that our young people are faced with. And I think as a society and as an executive, we have a responsibility to look at that.
The Honorable Minister commented on the significant investment that government has and continues to place towards the development of the country's youth.
Rest assured that the government of Dominica continues to remain committed to our young people. And that is why, as a government, we've continued to invest heavily in every sector which impacts directly on the lives of young people. In education, we've invested millions. In the area of sport development, we've continued to make tremendous investments. Additionally, we've invested heavily in small business development and entrepreneurship. The Dominica Youth Business Trust, $1 million has in place there for young people to boost your businesses, to go through the mentorship program and training, and to ensure that at the end of the day, you're able to become more employable and also employ other young people like yourselves. And these are some of the progressive strides that we've made as a government in our young people. And we want to ensure that at the end of the day, the opportunities are there for you. The environment for growth and development is there for you. But you also have a responsibility as a young person to take advantage of the opportunities that we are making for you.
For GIS News, Kadisha St. Louis.
Also this news time, education officials believe that reading at home will improve the performance of students in all subject areas. This as the Grade 6 National Assessment results were released on Monday. Lurian Graham Carter has more.
The results were announced at the Ministry of Finance conference room. The Honorable Minister for Social Services, Family and Gender Affairs, Lady Catherine Daniel, stated that students who read more do better in school.
Nowhere is that more evident than in the result of the Grade 6 National Assessment. We have seen that students who score high on reading aptitude tests at the early grades inevitably do better in all subjects areas. That is why it is very important that the different testing areas, grade 2 assessment, parents, teachers have to take note of the results at the stages so that you can do the interventions at the grade 2 level, at the grade 4 level, so that when they reach the grade 6 level for the national assessment, they can have a level of success. So it begins all the way down there.
Chief Education Officer Melina Fontaine had a message for parents who are not supportive of their children's educational pursuits.
Please help us to help your children succeed. The Ministry of Education, specifically the schools, cannot do it alone. We need our parents to encourage their children to read at home. It means that you, the parents, must also be seen to be reading. Let us become a reading public.
This year's top student for the Grade 6 National Assessment, Adiola Xavier, also revealed that she too is an avid reader.
I like fiction and mystery and adventure stories. I have a bookshelf full of books that I've read and growing. So yes, I do love to read.
Honorable Daniel supported the statement by the Chief Education Officer that parents must recommit to not only raising the reading levels in the classroom, but more so to engender an early love for reading in the home.
Parents and other family members are encouraged to do their part to prepare students for long-term academic success. We may say here that not all parents can read, not all parents have the ability, but just showing the interest, just being there, just listening, just opening a book with your child, all these are activities which will help the children to engage in successful reading activities. Help grow a love for reading among your children by exposing them to books, by reading to them, as I said, and by encouraging them to choose a book over the television or other forms of entertainment.
She noted that positive family engagement in schools improves student achievement.
When we have the negative engagement, we see the results of it in the children's performance. So I must stress here, positive engagement in the child's interest and support are important contributors to a child's success. What does that do, the engagement? It improves students' achievement, it reduces absenteeism, maintains and restores children's confidence. Students with involved parents earn higher grades and test scores. They have better social skills and show improved behavior.
The Chief Education Officer emphasized the need for parents to work closely with the schools and build positive relationships with their children to help prevent behavior problems. She urges parents to be more supportive of their children as they transition to secondary and tertiary level education. Lurian Graham Carter reporting for GIS News.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I believe in the natural order of things. I believe in the harmony of things. You know, in everything we do, we have to keep it natural. I've been doing farming for now over a decade. My day is very hectic, but I make it light. You know, because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy producing the best quality goods and to make sure that the people that receive it, they receive the best that they can ever get. Right from the farm, everything that I grow, I process them back into the farm so that the same things that grow in the farm is what protects the farm. Tourism is my business. You know, it's not just dealing with the foreigners that come in, but it's preparing those things that when they come, they can feel and taste the difference in coming to this exotic island. And it starts with the farmer, because we provide the things that they eat, that they taste, that they drink. I believe in my heart that it's my responsibility to provide quality. My name is Tony Alves, and tourism is my business.
Welcome back. The Dominica Grammar School is now boasting a new backup water system costing close to $28,000 thanks to the Rotary Club of Dominica. GIS's Kadisha St. Louis has more.
On Tuesday, during the official handing over ceremony, President of the Dominica Rotary Club, Dr. Reginald Lafleur, stated that this donation fell under one of the activities under the 2016 theme for the club, Rotary Serving Humanity.
Following the tropical storm Erica, it was very high on our agenda. We looked at the schools And we recognize that one of the areas that we could have made a contribution to young people and to schools was to install some backup water system. And so we chose your school, the Dominica Grammar School, which is also part of my alma mater. And we decided that as Rotarians, we wanted to share that aspect of humanity with you. And so hence the reason why we are here this morning.
Assistant Governor of the Rotary Club, Haynes Jacob, explained how the project evolved.
Members of the Rotary Club of Dominica and the Rotary Club of Portsmouth were in search of a project on which they could collaborate. And after much discussion, we came up with the idea, led really by the Rotary Club of Portsmouth, that backup water systems for all secondary schools is a critical need. We observed that many school days were lost for lack of water. So the planning for the project started. The intention was then, and still is now, that each secondary school would have a backup system which would hold over for 3 to 5 days.
He commented that in order to meet this objective, which was quite costly, the club decided to make an interim project assisted by the Dominica Relief of Antigua.
The Dominica Relief of Antigua indicated that they would like to do a joint project with Rotary. So we immediately said, okay, a backup water system for the Dominica Grammar School, we can work together with that. So here we are today, 5,000 gallons of storage water. Total cost somewhere in the vicinity of 28,000 EC dollars. And not able to hold the school for 3 to 5 days, but certainly will give you a holdover period of at least 1 day. We are delighted as Rotarians to have worked on this project. The initial layout was done by JB Plumbing, and all the installation was done by that same firm.
Principal of the Dominica Grammar School, Alicia Jajak, expressed her thanks to the club.
We are very happy to have you this morning. We are glad that you've recognized the importance of water in our lives. A school without water cannot function. And we're happy that you've recognized that and you have seen the need to provide us with storage tanks in the case of emergency. I do extend a very warm welcome to you, the Dominica Grammar School, the largest secondary institution on island. We're really in need. We really needed that project, and we're happy that it has come through.
She highlighted the importance of the backup water tanks to the entire school population.
For this academic year, we had an 800 student population and a staff of 74. So it is crucial that we always have water. Now the tanks, the idea of installing the tanks was a great idea in my opinion, because when we do not have water, it's really impossible to have classes and to teach. As I mentioned earlier, this is a start because this is the new wing. We have 2 campuses, and the lower school campus houses many more students, at least 500. So we really need more tanks in the event of an emergency, and our students would have to stay at school and use water. So we are really appreciative of that effort. We are not going to take this lightly. We are going to ensure that students are educated about conserving the water, especially in times of emergency. So it's not anything like leave the taps running. We are going to do our work in that respect.
For GIS News, Kadisha Centrally.
And finally, this news time, the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force has been making strides to engage the community in efforts to keep them safe from crime and violence. In August last year, a pilot community policing program was launched in the northeastern community of Calibishi, and Chief Police Force Daniel Carbon is reporting that the program is already reaping rewards. Lurian Graham Carter has that story.
At a press conference held by the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force, the Commissioner of Police exalted the community of Calibishi for their cooperation in the community policing initiative. Carbon stated that for the past months, Calibishi has been working with the police.
I would like to say that, you see, the community of Colihaut, the people there, expatriates, the locals, the intellectuals, the farmers, the ordinary man there, they understand the consequences of crime. And so they've been working with us tirelessly. They even put in their own private resources into the initiative, the community policing initiative, because they understand that they want their community to be safe.
He made an appeal to Calibishi to continue their cooperation and work to keep the community safe. In Woodford Hill and Run Prosper, the police have had meetings to begin the program in these communities soon.
I'm asking Woodford Hill to bear patience with the police, because, there are times when the police attention has to be diverted. Rightfully so, there are interventions that we must do in other areas, and so we have to do it. But they've been bearing patience with us, and we've been having dialogue with them. Recently, I and my team were in Mount Prosper, and we had a healthy dialogue with the community/village council there, and so we had discussions with them, and we'll be back there very soon.
Communication in Portsmouth has been slightly different for the community policing initiative. Carbon explained how he has engaged the yachting club.
In Portsmouth, with the yachting club that is there, and we've been having dialogue with Cobra. Cobra is one of the major players in that. He understands what his role is to protect the tourism industry and to make the country safe. We've been dialoguing with Cobra and his team there to make sure that the people who visit Purple Turtle Portsmouth on their yachts are safe, and the general public in Portsmouth can benefit from it.
Meanwhile, the police chief revealed that they have been involved in educational programs with schools.
We've been going to the schools in the Roseau catchment area, especially the secondary schools, making presentations there. We have a program at Northeast Comprehensive addressing delinquency and drug issues and deviance behavior. So we've been trying, and I always say that if the Colihaut Dominica Police Force can work with you all to save at least one soul, that would be a tremendous effort.
That's the English segment of the news. Shaakira Pierre is next with Creole highlights.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Moun ki ni petit business a constituency Colihaut tape assistance. Assistance sa la ka suivi yon training pou petit business ki te pon plas a constituency sa la. Vadwedi, mam parlement pou constituency la, Honorable Lady Catherine Daniel, ba village council la, yon check avale $450,000. L'ajan sa la, se an pli ki $300,000 la gouvernement te fe avelab en juin. Mam parlement la encourager ces moun la qui ka bénéfice de l'argent ça la pour servir l'argent là pour ça yo maré pour. À d'autres nouvelles, Rotary Club Dominic fait une donation yon système Glow by Dominica Grammar School. Système Glow ça la vaut $28,000. Mari yon cérémonie pour place à Dominica Grammar School pour faire donation là. Pendant la cérémonie là, président Rotary Club Dominic Dr. Reginald Lafleur dit donation ça la ka tobe en ba activité en ba film Rotary Club pour l'année là pour faire service ba moun. Projet ça là c'est pour baisser possibilité là pour étudiants pas venir l'école après un cyclone. Pour faire donation ça là possible, Rotary Club Dominic collabore et puis Antigua Relief Fund. Chef l'école Grammar School Alicia Jean-Jacques remercie Rotary Club pour donation ça là qui dit que bénéfice l'école là yon pile. Police Force Dominica a encouragé Dominique pour faire Dominique plus safe et puis baisser crime. and Awu l'année passée, police force la lancé un programme community policing en Calibichi. Chef police Daniel Carbon dit programme ça là c'est un succès. Pendant your press conference, chef police la remercie moun Calibichi pour manière la yo ka collaborer et puis yo pour faire programme ça là un succès. Actuellement, programme là en grand temps pli pour moun qui ka veni à sou yacht et puis chef police là ka mande moun pour faire certains crimes pas affecter industrie touriste là. Meeting, Chen and Woodford Hill et puis Mount Prosper pour commencer programme là. Carbon dit police ka aussi Chen programme éducationnel en l'école. Et puis finalement, officiel ministre d'éducation a encouragé parents pour faire affaires yo li. Parole ça là été fait par l'annoncement examen national classe 6 Lady Siemens Sala. Ministre Service Social Honorable Catherine Daniel, qui te ka représenter ministre Éducation Honorable Peter Seja, dit étudiant qui ka li fait meilleur à l'école. Honorable Daniel dit bonnet à l'âge des enfants supposés qu'à li, et puis ça c'est une responsabilité parents là pour faire. Étudiant là qui sorti plus haut en examination ça là a dit Xavier, dit Emily. Enfants la famille yo ka encourager yo et puis aider yo en travail l'école yo ka aussi fait bien. Ça c'est tout pour Nouvelle à Creole. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Au revoir.
Coming up next, your tip on weathering a storm at home. If you have found yourself in the situation where you must weather a storm or hurricane at home, please ensure these things are done. Secure all windows and doors with plywood. Keep updated on the storm's status by listening to advisory from the Met Office or local broadcasting radio. Open your home as a refuge to friends or family members whose homes may not provide adequate protection. And go to the lowest floor of your home. Find a room that is structurally reinforced, a bathroom or closet, and wait there till the storm passes. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I am Prisca Julien. Thanks for watching.